Hey folks, John Smart here again. Another question that I often get is, how do you test your API layer with Cucumber? How do you write given when then scenarios to test your APIs, your web services? Do you say, given I send a GET request to this endpoint, when there is no resource, then I should get a 404 error? Do you write code like that? Do you say, given I send a GET to this endpoint with this ID, then I should get a JSON file like this? You can do that, but it's bloody ugly. Looks horrible, really does. It's really hard to maintain. If you're going to write scripting like that, just do it. I just do it in a language that's much more suited to working with JSON or endpoints, which would be typically JavaScript or Java. I mean, rest assured is a great tool for that. JavaScript has built-in support, very good built-in support for JSON. It does it naturally. So either of those options are really good for that level of testing. You don't need to do that at the Cucumber. The business don't care. With a few rare exceptions, business don't care that you get a 404 error when you don't have a matching client. The business only care that you can create a client, and when you create a client, it goes into the right workflow and gets to the right place in front of the next user that has to treat this client or whatever it is. They think in business terms. They don't talk in terms of REST endpoints. You do need to test REST endpoint. You do need to use REST endpoints in your functional testing, in your business level testing. REST endpoints can be very handy to test that everything goes together. So of course you can also, if you've got a well-structured application, you can do your high-level Cucumber acceptance tests directly at the code level as well. That's very fast. Got to have a well-structured, well-designed system to be able to get away with that. But if you can, it works really well. So in a nutshell, do you use Cucumber for testing your endpoints? I'd rather have comprehensive tests at the API level that don't rely on the Gherkin syntax because it's a little bit cumbersome. The only exception, I know I'm going back and forth a little bit because this is a complex question, but the only exception would be if you are using Cucumber as a communication tool to define contracts between your different teams, and the teams are working together in this with a Gherkin notation and using Gherkin as a communication tool, then your client is the other team. Your client is not the business. So then there is an argument to saying, yes, we do need some more low-level, more technical level Gherkin scenarios. It's a different situation. But generally speaking, Gherkin is not well suited for that sort of operation. If all you're doing is checking that your API works correctly, then lower level tools will work just fine. Okay, that's what I wanted to cover in this topic. Hope you enjoyed it.